Hello, my name is Lynda Brown, and welcome to Meet the Candidates. It's my pleasure to bring this one-to-one question and answer forum to you. You know, in speaking with people around town, it's come to my attention that sometimes folks don't really know who might be running for a particular office, or even at times who's representing them presently. So this is one way for residents to get to know who's running for what office and to get to know a little bit more about the candidate and the issues that are important to them. I'll be asking local candidates questions that are pertinent to the office that they're seeking. They'll be about different issues facing the city and getting their responses and what they would do to either change or build on these issues. Now, notices inviting candidates to join in on this forum were sent out to all who are running. The ones that you'll be seeing in the interviews are candidates that responded. However, before I start, I'd like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to HC Media for opening their studio to me, along with the help of their wonderful staff and equipment. So much goes into being able to do something like this, and I appreciate it so much. They are one of Haverhill's gems. So, we're going to get started with our first candidate. Hi, I'm now here with Ken Quimby. Welcome, Ken.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate being here.
Love to have you, Ken. Ken, we're going to hop right into this,
Okay.
right? I want you to please start out by telling everybody a little bit about Kenny, away from the politics, away from being the 10th counselor.
Okay, thank you. Well, I was born and raised in 1960, 59 years old. I have a mom who lives in Haverhill, and I have a brother and sister that lives in Haverhill. I've been here all my life.
Great.
Yeah.
And you were a counselor, right? A city counselor.
Yes, I
And when were you a city counselor?
I got elected in 2007 and served my 2-year term, and then I was unfortunately removed. The people of Haverhill voted me out, but ever since then I just keep on trying.
Absolutely.
And I'm always coming in striking distance to get in. So I'm just going to keep going.
Keep on going, like
Yes.
that little
Yeah.
engine, right? You could.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So why have you decided to run for re-election?
Well, you know what? Because I love my city. I just want to be involved and so forth, and just to help people out, you know. And I'm a team player. I can work with everybody.
That's important.
We're going to have your disagreements and agreements with the councils and the administration, but I
Sure.
can work with everybody.
That's important, though,
And
right? It's important.
And I'm always going to have an open mind. You're not going to run and do my right there and make the vote. No. and so
People
forth.
want to know the real person, right? And that's
exactly.
important. So Kenny, you've been on the council before, and this council coming up, is there a particular one issue that you'd like to see them handle or
No,
tackled?
and you know what? I'm very happy what they've done with the fire department.
Great.
We've got our new trucks, and I give the mayor credit, city council's credit. The generators was me. I'm the one that started the generators for the fire department.
Really?
I'm the guy that went forward because of the last few storms we had
Right.
a couple years ago. I said, you know what? I got to try to push the generators, and I pushed it as a candidate last election, but I did not make it. But it went forward, and the mayor was able to appropriate the funds, and the city councils voted on it, and we
Wow.
have 2 new fire trucks.
Wow.
But my other issues are, we need new fire stations. I know we got issues with the schools, but we need issues with the fire stations also, because the new trucks we're getting, we don't know if the floors underneath are going to be able to stabilize to hold those trucks, because they could just take a nose down and cave in. And High Street is an old station.
Oh, that's really a huge concern then,
yeah, so I'm very concerned about that. The chief has brought it out a number of times, and that's one of my issues as a candidate for council. And my other issue is, I think we should be taking a cut in the salary of a city council. I think we get paid too much money, and I'm going to do that with my salary.
Oh, you
I
were?
believe it's $15,000 each councilor gets now. I think that's a little too much money. We all have regular jobs, and
Well,
we have
you know-
benefits, and I think the benefits should be taken away. So if I get elected, I want to try this time forward in the future.
Okay.
Anybody that runs for office, we should not be taking the benefits and taking a council salary. Cut it in half. Cut it down to $4,000, $8,000. When I was on, it was $8,000.
Right.
And I didn't take any of the benefits. I said, no. I'm here for the people. And they're paying me to employ me for the next 2 years as a council. So those are that's
Well,
one
it's
of my other
unbelievably,
issues, for me.
you don't hear that a lot, Ken.
No.
You certainly don't.
And
So let's talk a little bit more, Kenny, about counselors right now, how they are in the format in Haverhill. We know a couple of cities now are kind of going back to the ward instead of
Yes.
all at large. What is your feeling about that
You
with
know what?
Haverhill?
I'm all for it. Let's do a ballot question. I know
Okay.
Council Masick, I'm going
Yep.
to mention him because he brought it out in last night's meeting.
He did.
And let the people decide. If it is, then I'm all for it.
So
Let's
you're
just go ahead and
fine
do-
with having the
I'm
ballot?
Geez, maybe I'll be a ward council. I want to have to travel the whole city and want to do this.
Well, Kenny, you're known all over. I told you, they call you the
Yeah.
10th count. They don't call you that for nothing, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm all for it.
Okay.
Whatever the people of Haverhill want, it's for them and so forth. So
Absolutely.
so-
So let's get into talking a little bit about safety, and I'm not going. I was going to talk about more pedestrian safety. We're all responsible, whether we're driving a car, we're on a bicycle, we're walking. However, when you're driving a car, you have to have a lot more responsibility because
Oh, yeah.
you could obviously hurt a person very badly. So how would you work to improve some pedestrian safety, especially like in the high traffic areas, Main Street, downtown?
Oh, okay. You know what? You know what I like to see done? You know the sidewalks we do? I've gone to cities in different towns.
Yes.
Like in, I'll use Salem, Mass, because some of the sidewalks, they got the white strips, but down in the middle, they have a bright yellow. And I think it would be color coordinated, and Gloucester does it, they have a bright red. And maybe that might help. I don't.
So is that, you mean like there's a,
Here's your two white crosswalks, and in the middle, it's a bright color.
and that's for pedestrian?
Yes.
Wow.
And I think that's something I like to see done, and I've seen it in Salem, Mass, and down in Gloucester, and I'm going, I think Haverhill should do this too.
Yeah, we have
So,
a couple
yeah.
of pretty dangerous intersections in
and-
the city, and you'll see, kind of repetitive accidents or near accidents. So I was just wondering what you thought about that.
It's everywhere. Not
every-
just
oh, no,
Mount
it's not,
Washington,
no.
Ayers Village, Rocks Village, I
It's
can go on and
everywhere.
on, everywhere.
It's everywhere.
And God forbid I've gone real slow, but sometimes when people come in between cars, stop awful quick to make sure they get across, and this is downtown.
And that's downtown.
Yeah, and so forth. So
Exactly.
I like to see that idea. That's something I like to see as we go forward. Maybe
Right.
talk to the highway guy. What about bright colors? It might help. It might not.
Listen,
and maybe
anything
the dark
to
night and
improve
something
it.
in
And
the
at
dark.
nighttime.
And yellow would be very bright.
It might
The
be like more
headlights
like
would hit it.
reflective too.
Yeah. so and so
Absolutely.
forth. So,
No,
yeah.
you never know,
Yeah.
Ken. It might be a
So,
pretty decent idea.
yeah.
So let's kind of stay downtown, and let's talk about something that we hear kind of a few complaints about, and that's downtown parking.
Yep.
Do you think Haverhill has sufficient downtown parking?
No, we don't. I think we need
Okay.
more.
Okay.
And my feeling was the garage they built over in Railroad Square, I wish they made it maybe 8 to 10 stories instead of,
Okay.
when they were building it years ago, and I was, at the time, I
Right.
brought it out as a council candidate, I said, I think we should build more stories. If we're going to have more future housing down there and so forth, I think we need more. And I think we're going to be in a dilemma once again when these other projects are coming forward that are almost done downtown. But
a lot.
so there's an issue there that needs to be addressed, and I hate to say this, and a year from now we could say, well, guess what? We're going to build 2 more stories of the current garage downtown. I'm going, why didn't we do that the first time, and so forth? So that,
We've grown so much and so fast. It's incredible how fast
can I
we've
just
grown.
go around outside downtown a minute?
Absolutely.
We need senior housing, and I'm going to be a pusher for that. And some people think I'm overdoing it, but I'm going to keep pushing it as a candidate. We need more senior housing.
Well, why
in the
would
city.
they not want you to be concerned about that? I mean, it's a
some of
definite concern.
I'm not going to mention some of the people in
Well, of
the
course not.
panel,
No,
and
right.
they think there's enough. Then there is not enough, and I'm going to be a thorn for that. I just think we need it.
Well,
and so
we
forth.
cannot forget our seniors,
Yeah,
okay?
right, yeah.
When you're a counselor, you're a spokesperson
Right,
for everybody,
for everybody.
especially when you're at
Yeah,
a large one, right? Kenny?
exactly, so,
Exactly.
but-
So, Kenny, I know how busy you are in getting to all these meetings, and obviously you work, you're involved in so many things. What are some of the things that you do around town to relax?
I never relax. I actually have, tell you the truth, folks, I have actually 3 jobs. And it's all
Three jobs? Oh, my
healthcare,
God.
taking care of people. Because
Well, that's why you're so concerned about seniors.
I live for people to take care of them. I recently just started a job down in Ipswich called the Residents at Riverbend. the memory unit, and I deal with people with Alzheimer's and dementia, and it's like from 7 o'clock to 3, run. I have a private client in Andover I've had for 15 years. I still take care of him.
Kenny, that's not relaxing.
No, and that's my relaxation,
All right,
to be
well,
with
that-
them.
well, see, that's
you know what?
nice. That's
My
great.
relaxation is when I get to go to a hockey game and see, and Bruins fans are not going to be happy with it. I love my Tampa Bay Lightning. That is my team.
Okay.
That is my, and there's my
Oh, well,
relaxation.
I don't know about that.
I'm,
All right,
I'm
well,
going to be upfront with that.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
And,
know if I like that one. But Kenny, how can people get in touch with you?
Yes.
Let's talk about that for your
Okay.
campaign. They have a question. How can they get in touch with
You
you?
can get in touch with me at Kenny, K-A-N 719 Kenny at 719-60 @netzero.com, and I'm also on Facebook.
Great.
And I'm having some more stuff come up very soon where I'm going to be able to be more available where people can get in touch with me even more.
Great.
So I'm working at all that
Because
situation.
that's what this
Yeah.
kind of format, we wanted to
Yeah.
make sure everybody, so if you have an email address or you're on Facebook or anything, something like that, we want to make
Yeah.
sure that people can get in touch.
And I just people, don't hesitate. Call me anyways, email me. I'll try to help you now, and I'm already doing that now with a few people, even though I'm not elected.
Exactly.
That's me.
Well, Kenny, we know how approachable you are. And listen, thank you for all that you do for the city, and the best of luck in this
Thank you very
upcoming
much.
campaign. And
I
thanks for
appreciate
coming
it.
in, Kenny.
Thanks everybody here at HC Media for having us.
Yeah.
Come on.
They're
Thank you.
wonderful. They're wonderful.